From Intentional here, and today I want to chat about one of our team members at Intentional. They've joined our team in the last couple of years, and we've become to be more and more reliant on them. They've got a lot of great qualities, but today I'm going to talk about maybe one of it's not their negative qualities, it just sort of defines who they are. This team member is really, really lazy. The team member I'm talking about is the algorithms. We've learned to embrace them as one of the team here at Intentional. We kind of had to. Our world has been turned upside down by AI and machine learning. We've witnessed it firsthand where we've gone from our start as a performance agency, being one of the very best at manually changing things at a very granular level, to now be at the top of the game of automation and almost having to do an about face. Everything we did manually held us in good stead to understand to a degree what the automation side and now what the algorithms are in control of and are doing. But that transition for us was really, really hard. We started embracing it in probably 2016, late 2016, going into 2017. And last year was our full, we're going all in. And it was a tough 12 months. And we're now, nearly 9-10 months into 2019, and we're much more comfortable and feel that algorithms are really part of our team. Now there's nuances for each channel, but today I think if you're going through that change, so you've been very manual and you know you need to embrace it and you move it, I think this will help. If you're just like, absolutely no way, I'm not going near there, I think this might help. And if you're already there, there's probably some good humor in this that you're going to enjoy and that you can really nod your head along and say, yeah, those algorithms are very, very, very lazy. So the algorithms across the board, they're there to help what we need to do. They help to, take on board and implement what we've set out to do. But overall, they're really lazy. and knowing that they're lazy, there can be some tensions with the way that humans, in particular performance-based agencies, as we once were, like to work. And so there's 5 things I'm going to talk about in particular. Number 1 is they always take the easiest option. Every single time, algorithms will take the easiest option. The best example I can give of this is when people used to boost posts. Now, I know no one watching this is still boosting their posts on Facebook and Instagram. But when people used to, and a lot of people did, you used to have a setting to say, I want to boost this. I can boost this to people that follow my page. Most people went, oh, actually, I'd like to boost it to people who follow my page and their friends. So in my mind, they're probably going to show mostly to people that like my page, but also to a few friends. Now, working with a few brands closely and helping them to get page post engagement, we worked out very, very quickly that if you tell the algorithm, look, I've got 100,000 people that follow my page, I've got 10,000 people that follow my page, and I want to target their friends, pretty much 95% of your budget, maybe even 99% of your budget is going to the friends. So all this content curation, all of these beautiful videos that were being made, GIFs, copywriters being paid for to craft a beautiful content calendar and just an incredible aesthetic look for your brand page is not even getting seen by the people that want to see it and follow your page. Because the algorithms are lazy. They take the easiest option. It's way easier to find 1 million friends of people that like your page than it is to find the 10,000, 100,000, even the million, and it will always go for the friends every single time. So it takes the easiest option. And that's not just true of boosting, it's true of all of them. So if you're still trying to have ad sets that you're trying to test out foodies versus travelers versus TV lovers, it's just going to go to whichever the biggest one of those is. So the more granular audience you create, if you put multiple in the one campaign, it's going to the biggest every single time. So if you want that, awesome. If you don't, you got to think about it. Number 2, they're slow. They're really, really frustratingly slow at the start. They go into learning mode and they can't be taken out of learning mode. If you make an adjustment, if you give it another instruction, if you say, hey, team member, how are you going with that project? They'll look at you and go, I got to start again. They're lazy. They really can't do anything faster than they need to set out to do. Look, we say 14 days minimum when you're launching new campaigns, new creative, new audiences. Even then, depending on the size of those campaigns, it might need even longer, but they're slow. They can't be told to hurry up. Number 3, they don't like to do any more than they have to do. So not only are they take the easy option, not only are they slow, they don't want to do any more than they need to do. So when you're a manual agency, you often have a campaign going, there's a good audience, and you go, oh, you know what? If that audience is going well, why don't I try adding another one in here? They don't like that. The campaign was already doing well. The audience was doing well. If you go, oh, I'm going to add another ad creative, they'll say, I don't care. There's already one that's doing well here. Why would I show that? And so you learn over time that actually we need to structure that in. If we want to do creative testing, if we want evenly distribution of creative, we need to set those settings. Now, over time, we found there's no point fighting the algorithm. It's generally right for those implementation things, but they're not going to do any more than you ask it. So that feeling, and it's a real human feeling of, I need to make myself useful, I better jump into this ad account. Found the more you touch it, the more high touch, the worse it is. This team member does not like to, hey, let's play, the work I'm doing. They're done. They're not interested. They're kind of contradictory to those first 3, I'm sorry, is that the algorithms actually need to have enough to do their job. And if they don't, they won't do anything. So you're sitting there going, all right, well, Chris told me they're slow. They don't want to be told to do any more. So I'm not going to give it, I don't want to change anything. I don't want to give it any more. If they're not getting, and the magic number here is 30. So if they're not getting 30 conversions in 30 days, and that applies for each campaign, each audience you want to test, creative's a little bit different. But if you're not getting 30 in 30, it's just not going to do the job. And sometimes, particularly on the Google side, it might just give up. It just stops doing anything. It's like, oh, well, there's not enough data for me to work it out as per instructions. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. And so you're sitting there going, oh, what's going on with this campaign? It's not in learning mode. It's just not doing anything. And so that's a really tricky one to be mindful of. If you're working out budgets and how many channels and how many audiences, really try and structure out what's your cost per conversion. And you can do that across the funnel. It doesn't just have to be transactions. That can be for video views. It can be for getting through to the website. But 30 minimum every 30 days. The last one, and I don't know about you, but I'm thinking of a very lazy friend of mine, a real friend. I won't say his name, but he gets called the sloth. And not only is he lazy, he's super stubborn, like crazy stubborn. And so that point I was making before around they don't like to do any more work than they need to is really tied to this. Once they've made up their mind, once they've decided, hey, women 25 to 34 are the absolute go-to for your vegan skincare face mask, that's it. It's done. You can't tell them to do anything else. You might say, no, show some more to men because it's particularly good for post-workout for men. Start a new campaign. Make sure you can get the 30 conversions. It won't budge. It's a real challenge. Clients A/B testing. We want to try this. Can we test this image against the other one? Doesn't matter. It's already made up its mind. It's lazy and it's stubborn. Look, I'm going to share some more around the algorithms as we go through because, as I said, we've really embraced them as a team member here at Intentional. They're a challenging team member because they're so lazy. But if you can learn to work with them in the sense of, all right, this is how you work. This is how you like to work. I'm going to do the creative. I'm going to think of the parameters and the tests and put all of those around what I want you to do. Then you're going to have a much more better working relationship. If you keep doing that, all right, we're going to go automated, and then you pull out, maybe some of these things are the reason why is that you've got too many large audience mixed with small audiences. Maybe you're not giving it enough time. Maybe you're trying to make it spread itself too thin, and maybe you're trying to disagree with its results, which ties into that stubbornness. All right, I hope that helps. I'm going to go be lazy for the rest of the day. See ya. Bye.